Hi, it's Chris England, and I figured this time I'd try doing something a little bit different. So this is my Cardfight Vanguard binders. Unfortunately, I do actually have a timestamp right there. It's a little bit hard to see because I'm kind of working with just a phone camera. So these are my premium trades, and I'll go through them as slowly as possible. If the picture gets cut out, I can try and move it a little bit. So like to try and add in stuff. If you need a better picture, just let me know. But these are the main things that I've had. Most of the cards are actually probably closer to lightly played or moderately played, depending on how I got them. Most of them I got through rating binders at some of my local card stores. And some of them I got from doing packs. I actually take a look at this and I see some light problems that I don't know if I really want to / know how to fix. So if you see a card that's kind of in the light and a little bit hard to see, you can send me a message and I can see what the card is that is in light. But usually I try and keep play sets very close together. So every single card is in the slot is a single. That's why you see cards like, I guess, Brisk Medical Irwell, or maybe like Night of Daylight Quinagria, and those are just in there as one-outs. I've had cases where I've had multiple copies of a card in the binder and the card gets stolen from the binder at that point, so I just realized that it's better to keep the binder open. So I have a couple of specific wants. Mainly what I'm looking for is just upgrades to some of the premium decks that I've had in the recent past. Most of my decks are actually G decks, so very old decks specifically. I do have some wants for upgrading a machining deck. I have some wants for upgrading a couple of Aquaforce decks. I also have an interest in upgrading some of my other premium decks. The main things that I'm looking for are certain G-Guards. I'm also a very avid collector of card sleeves, so Dojin sleeves are very interesting to me. There's also the options of both standard size and mini size. I also have some spare Bermuda sleeves, as well as some sleeves that I've gotten from the same card store. So feel free to let me know. The one thing that it's not that I try and avoid getting, is cash. And the biggest reason for that is cash comes and goes for me every now and then, but it's getting harder and harder to find people who actively have premium cards. So I'd rather get what I want right away, as opposed to take the extra step to possibly get what I want, possibly mix. I also forgot to mention that this binder does have some Buddy Fight stuff in it. Buddy Fight I am actually willing to sell. So if you're also interested in that, let me know. And so that is my premium binder. Feel free to ignore the sticker. That was just me attaching something interesting. And then I also... Sorry, that was the dice that I was using to keep my binders open. I also have a premium and V binder, since I was very big into V. So there's some cards that are very old, so some newer cards as well. I also bought a bunch of the V collections at one point, so I do have some spare stuff from those. Same thing with this binder, looking mainly for trades, not necessarily for cash. So let's see, just a couple more pages. Once again, this binder, I do not see as much of a problem with the coloring, but if you do see a card that's kind of obscured by the light, feel free to send me an instant message and I can see what card it is and send you a better picture. But that's really about it for what it is, and that's an old copy of a timestamp that I was using. So that is it for my binders. Thank you very much for listening. Feel free to DM or message me on Facebook, leave a comment. I will leave a list of wants in my video's description. Thank you and have a nice day.